Hi, I'm Brett Kreger, owner and broker of Copper Creek Real Estate, and I want to talk to you about how some of these National Association of Real Estate lawsuit settlement changes affected buyers. It's important to understand this lawsuit was between sellers and the National Association of Realtors, and the settlement was to appease the sellers. So the buyer is left with most changes affecting them directly more than the sellers. Prior to the lawsuit settlement, real estate commissions would work like this. The listing agent would negotiate their compensation with the seller, and then when a buyer's agent brought a buyer and the contract was accepted and closed, the listing agent would share their compensation with the buyer's agent. Under that old model, most buyer's agents would simply accept whatever the seller was offering as compensation. That sharing of compensation between the listing agent and the buyer's agent, along with other policies and procedures inside the National Association of Realtors, was the crux of the lawsuit. The two changes that came out of this lawsuit is that real estate agents are now prohibited from advertising how much compensation the seller is offering to buyer's agents, if any, as well as all buyers must sign a written agreement with their buyer's broker before touring any homes. It's important to remember that real estate agent compensation has always been negotiable and will continue to be negotiable into the future. The changes in this lawsuit will hopefully make compensation more transparent so that everyone knows who's getting paid what and from whom. As mentioned, the primary way this affects you, the buyer, is that you will now be required to enter into a written agreement with your real estate broker prior to touring homes. These agreements will vary greatly between real estate agent and real estate agent, but will all have the same mandatory clauses. They must outline the duration of the agreement. They must outline conspicuously exactly how much your buyer's broker is receiving in compensation and from who, and it must state clearly that commissions are negotiable and not set by law. We understand that this lawsuit did not magically put $10,000 in every single buyer's pocket, and we also acknowledge that most sellers will not broadly drop their prices 2 to 4% across the board. At Copper Creek, we understand that buyers already have enough of a financial burden on them when purchasing a home. We don't want to add another fee on top of it. So we will always first attempt to negotiate our compensation be covered by the seller and paid at closing to reduce your out-of-pocket expense. In the event we find your dream home and we simply cannot negotiate the full buyer agent commission with all parties, we will be open to renegotiating our compensation at that time, based on the details of the situation. We will never let our compensation stand in the way of your dream home. The real estate industry is always changing and ever evolving, and this situation is no different. It's more important now than ever that you align yourself with a skilled and knowledgeable real estate agent that can help you navigate these changes as well as the market at large. If you have more detailed questions about how these changes might affect you personally, please reach out to one of our Copper Creek agents or me directly, and we would love to have a conversation with you. Thank you for considering Copper Creek as your real estate brokerage, and we look forward to helping you find your dream home.